Friends, my extended family, welcome to another episode of the Anxiety Guy podcast. This is episode number 338, and I'm so grateful that you can join me here today. This podcast episode is brought to you by the number one anxiety recovery programs available online today at theanxietyguy.com. Head on over to theanxietyguy.com today and learn more about these transformational programs for your healing journey. And warriors, in this podcast episode, I want to speak to people out there that may be having a difficult time handling their anxiety healing. And, at first glance, you kind of look at this and you go, what do you mean handling your anxiety healing? Well, if you know your healing journey well enough, as you do, you'll know that you're going to come across some difficulties, some challenges. And these challenges connect to the internal in terms of feelings, ideas, and such, but also the universe testing you to see if whether your new ideas can in fact and should in fact be turned into belief systems. So there are some really important ways that we need to approach our handling of our anxiety healing just so that we can keep the momentum going. Because isn't that what we want? Each and every day, don't we want to feel like we are growing and we are becoming more mature emotionally? We are growing out of our inner child's belief systems and into our conscious belief systems. So let's get into these 5 ideas that I have, and if you'd like, please write these down and explore them. Explore them and make sure that you apply them, my friends. Number 1 is we need to start seeing our new ideas, feelings, and actions as connections to parts of you that have been suppressed for far too long, not things that are separate from you. I want to explain this. Many times when new occurrences happen on the inside, we tend to question those things. We go, oh, that's not who I am. But I would like you to take a different approach to this, right? When you get an idea that's unfamiliar or different than the ideas and thoughts that have been programmed into you over these years, or a feeling, or you implement an action that is new, these are parts of you that now have permission to come out and play, right? For so long, we've seen ourselves as anxiety sufferers, right? We've seen ourselves as our diagnoses. We've seen ourselves as the labels that have been placed upon us from when we were a child. And just now, we're starting to give permission to those persona parts, that I like to call them, that are allowed to come out and be a part of our new identity, our lives. So when something feels different or new, don't shun those aside. Embrace them, right? This is going to continue your healing journey in the right direction. These are parts that want to come out and play. They want to be a part of your daily life. And this is good. Number 2. Continue building on making peace with what feels uncertain and unfamiliar. As I say, with every step on the healing ladder, there will be new challenges. Okay? There will be new challenges. Just because something feels uncertain doesn't mean that it's wrong. Just because something feels unfamiliar doesn't mean that it's not safe. Unfamiliar is safe in time. You have to spend time with the unfamiliar. You have to get to know it. You have to give it a chance to be a part of your life in order for you to grow and to build a new and loving relationship with change. Ooh, isn't that important? To build a new and loving relationship with change. We're going to go deeper into this in a second. Number 3 is protect yourself energetically from environments, situations, and people that may be draining your physical and energetic energy. So, it's important that you take note and reflect on your days and recognize where you may be energetically depleting yourself. Because it's important to understand that just because someone has been in your life for many, many years doesn't mean they have to be in your life while you're creating this new identity. Just because you've been in a work environment for all these years doesn't mean that it still fits with your work environment that's going to connect with your new identity. You must understand this. Change is good, although makes us feel vulnerable many times. So it's important that you protect yourself energetically from anything that makes you feel like you're working overtime. I'm not talking about work. I mean working overtime in terms of using those beautiful resources within you. Okay? Mentally, emotionally, physically, energetically. Are you working overtime in certain aspects of your life and just now recognizing how much it's depleting you? Recognize it, replace it. Because it's much easier to replace something than it is to take something away. So many people come to me and say, Dennis, I want to stop thinking this way. I say, stop thinking that you want to stop thinking this way. Instead, replace it. Replace it with a different kind of thinking. You've got negative images running in your head. Replace those images with different images. You can see where I'm going here. But again, protect yourself energetically. You only have a finite amount to give out. Make sure that these people and environments are deserving. Number 4, continue to work on stimulating your vagus nerve, which is the longest of the cranial nerves, which configures your nerve centers to the parasympathetic system and plays a significant role in the gut, heart, and inflammatory relationships. This is important because you've already been doing this, okay? You've already been doing this. And in order for us to continue stimulating the vagus nerve, I want to give you one particular exercise that I love very, very much that you can use starting today, okay? When you stimulate the vagus nerve, you are in turn activating this parasympathetic system, which plays a significant role in the gut, heart, and inflammatory relationships. So the technique is this. 4 seconds inhale, 8 seconds exhale with an Om hum. Looks like this. Om. 8 seconds. And of course, this has also positive repercussions on your pineal gland. Okay, so again, 4 seconds inhale through your stomach area, 8 seconds Om hum. You can do this for as long as you want, but after a short period of time, what's going to happen is you're going to feel very, very relaxed, very, very calm. Okay, this is good. Focus on this as we are continuing our journey of making peace with peace. That's what we're doing here. We are making peace with peace through these kinds of exercises. Number 5, keep building good relationships with things you never knew you had a relationship with. Oh my goodness. You now have a relationship with your food. What is it like? A relationship with nature. A new relationship with your mattress. A relationship with your vehicle. And of course, the relationship with your own inner child. Okay? It's really interesting that when you start healing anxiety, you recognize that everything is a relationship, right? The only thing we have to become aware of is, what is that relationship like? Is it healing or is it toxic? Do you come home and look at your mattress and go, oh God, I have to sleep on that thing again? Or do you look at it and go, I am so grateful that it holds me every single night. Thank you, mattress. I kiss my mattress. I kiss the trees. I'm weird that way, okay? And don't allow anybody out there to move you away from these things that you are intuitively pulled towards, right? Very, very important that you're honest with yourself on this journey. So it's about building relationships with things you never knew you had relationships with. Okay, pay more attention, close attention to these relationships. And my friends, if you can just tap in to these lessons, you will handle your anxiety healing just fine. You will keep the momentum going. You will keep the progress going. Because that is our goal each and every day, is to continue to build on the progress of yesterday. If you continue doing this, you will and are becoming more than anxiety. Do you know somebody that this podcast can help? Please share this podcast with someone or a group in need, and I'll see you in the next episode. I love you. Keep going. Bye-bye.
The most powerful anxiety guidebooks on true anxiety recovery are now available on Amazon. Pick up Beyond Anxiety and F Coping, Start Healing, and supercharge your healing journey today. Also visit www.theanxietyguy.com to connect with Dennis and find the right online program for you. Remember, you are more than anxiety. See you in the next podcast episode.